everything I bought. A bunch of products that seem super real and are totally not a ploy to steal my identity. But are you ready to see what actually showed up? AI products, ever heard of them? If you haven't, I'm jealous. Because every time I come across one of these videos trying to sell me something, it makes me want to slam my laptop shut, yeet it into the sun, and start a new life in the mountains. But today I bought some. What? However, this isn't just a haul, it is an investigation of these videos that you guys have been tagging me in. Because the products really are getting crazy. They have evolved from just still AI images to full-on videos. And we need to protect ourselves. We need to protect our moms, our grandmas. So let's find out what actually shows up when you order from these AI product videos. Can you get your money back? And most importantly, how do you avoid falling for scams like this in the first place? This is the product that I've been tagged in the most by you guys lately. They are these insane inflatable pools. Usually they're like a barn pool or a greenhouse pool, and they look like a great idea because part of the pool is covered and in shade, which is awesome. And there are so many variations floating around. One shaped like castles. There's even giant sinks, and like actual water comes out of the sink part. Or the dishes themselves, dinosaurs, and other like otherworldly creatures. Okay, there's these cute little cloud ones, and then they rain down on the pool. You guys have tagged me in so many of these, and pretty much all of them are made by this page called Lux Arts. They just generate these ideas. They do disclose that they're AI, and they have said these are not for sale. If you see somebody selling these, they're probably trying to scam you. And honestly, I think that's exactly what's happening here in this ad, but I ordered it. So this is attempt number 1 of getting one of these cool inflatable pools. When I searched this image on AliExpress, a bunch of sellers actually came up. This one looked really interesting. It's a tiki bar one, and it's $1,500. However, once we purchased it, they completely ghosted us and basically let the purchase expire, and then AliExpress gave me my money back. Anyway, attempt number 2. We found this one for $799. The photos definitely look AI, especially when you start zooming in on the details, but actually the seller has pretty good ratings, so I decided to give it a shot. It was a really weird experience though, because I bought it for the $7.99, and then they messaged and they were like, hey, send us a picture of what pool you want. And I just sent them their picture. I was like, this one, the pink one that I ordered. Anyway, as my conversation with them continued, the price of the item just kept going up and up and up until we were way over budget. And they also told me it would take 45 days to ship, which won't make it here in time for our pool party. So we're gonna keep looking. And also this seller did delete this product out of their catalog, so. But I am not going to give up on my dream of finding one of these inflatable pools that is purchasable for you guys. So stay tuned to see how my other attempts go later in this video. Our next product is a video that my TikTok For You page served up. It is the Bun Bee, which is supposed to mimic the motions of a real bunny. Are you ready for this? They look like a stuffed animal, but the way that it's moving, I'm not gonna lie, even if this is real, a stuffed animal that can move like this is actually what nightmares are made out of. I wanna see what shows up if you order it, so we went to the website and we bought one. Actually, technically we bought 2. I'm gonna explain. Okay, so here is the website. Rest in peace to the late great fullycart.store. I say that because it has been shut down in the time that I ordered my bunnies and now, so that's already super promising. This little guy is supposed to hop, twitch, wiggle its ears, and respond to voice. So I added it to my cart, went to checkout, and then all of the sudden, the website started to upsell me so hard with a special offer of getting Bun Bee 2.0 added to my cart for just $19.99 more. Literally less than Bun Bee 1.0, so I decided to get both, but I didn't do it without taking precautions. So in my last AI products video, one of you actually left me a great tip. Shout out to Kelsey. She said, "Girlie, the fact that you have not been using prepaid cards for all of this is insane." So for this round of shopping, I did use prepaid cards. So then worst case scenario, I can dispute that money, but they don't have access to like my entire bank account this time. Thanks for the tip, Kelsey. Consider yourself an official member of the Scam Squad. Okay, but are you ready for the worst news? So something did show up. However, I think it's only one bunny. Either that or we have 2 teeny tiny bunnies in here. So packaging, already not super impressive for a robot. There's definitely one bunny in here. So basically, I ended up getting scammed into paying $47.98 for one bunny. And here it is. It looks like the video's just like at a glance, I guess. Should we turn it on and see what it does though? Does it wiggle? Does it hop? Please! like him?
Nope.
Well, you don't like him? Wait, it's supposed to respond to my voice. Be quiet. Stop. Sit. I mean, we got something. Okay, I swear I had a toy like this when I was a baby. And I'm not talking Technopup, because honestly, Technopup is more advanced than this thing. I just found one on eBay, which is actually hilarious considering they're like using AI trying to make this look like such a futuristic, cool thing, and it's literally like 30 years outdated technology. All right, get out of here. Bye. This next one is like kind of along similar lines, but it's wild. And I actually got this ad here on YouTube Shorts. Realistic robot puppy. Okay, this one's weird because this one is like half totally AI and then also some clips of real tiny puppies mixed in, I think. 2 colors, wow. USB charge. It's gotta be something similar to the bunny that like hops around. So if you're ever in doubt about something like this, just go to the comments. Literally top comment, I was gonna buy one for my granddaughter. A poor little grandma almost fell for it, but so glad I came to YouTube first and saw the comments. So comments saving the day. So I clicked the link that is tied to this original ad and I immediately got hit with a bunch of pop-ups warning me that the site is dangerous. This is not an ad for this specific software, but I do recommend downloading some sort of like blocker. It can really come in handy if you don't have one already for scams like this. So I went a safer route. I found him again on a website called restheaven.com. They're saying it's a realistic puppy for stress relief and therapy use. If it's anything like the bunny, that is not relieving any stress. Are you ready to see what showed up? Because we did get something and we didn't just get one thing, we got 2 and I'm very confused how this happened. Ta-da! I mean, 2 colors. Oh no. I can already tell by the face. Look at its tongue. The tongue is like glued to its face. Expectation versus reality. No! That's even worse than the bunny. Stress relief? All right, and then our mysterious puppy number 2 is literally the same thing. Yay! Yikes. How much did I pay for this? $39. What a ripoff. Now I have an army of really annoying robot animals though. Oh, this one's like dying. Hello, are you okay? All right, we're gonna race these 2 though. Hey, who can make it to the end of the table the fastest? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. See ya. Did I get scammed? Yeah, kind of, but I'd be lying if I said I wasn't having kind of a good time. Okay, this next one is actually one that one of you guys found. So shout out to Carson. Carson's been subscribed for 4 years and watches with grandma, which is adorable. Okay, so you sent me this video. We have sweet, sweet old Claire who is closing her jewelry boutique.
To buy the special pieces I have made with so much love and care.
This is so bad. The voice isn't bad. It's just not matching up with her mouth at all. And this is not just Claire. There is literally an army of senior swindlers plaguing the internet right now with videos like this, claiming that their like shop is shutting down and they have to get rid of all their handcrafted, handmade things. Pleasant Green actually did an entire video on this topic about how you should not buy from AI old people. It is a scam. Sorry, Pleasant. I can't take your advice though, because for our investigation, I just want to see what shows up. I already have a pretty good idea, but I just wanted to see. Okay, so we went to the website. The brand promises timeless treasures that are made from the finest materials, handcrafted by Claire herself. I highly doubt that based on a little bit of digging that we did on these timeless pieces. I think like if you buy these things, you will get what's in the pictures. But the thing is, she's trying to sell these for like $20, $50. She's claiming some of them are worth $100. But if you do a quick little little Google image reverse search, you will see that most of these you can buy in bulk from places like AliExpress and Temu, and I think that's exactly what is going on here. But to test it, we bought Claire's jewelry, and then I also went and bought the same thing from Temu, at least what I think is the same thing. Okay, here is our Claire's jewelry. In a nice little box. Wow. Oh no. Yeah. Are we pretending like Claire handmade these and then sealed them in Amazon packaging? The ring. Wow, I'm actually so mad about this because we paid $27 for this ring. This is like the kind of ring you would get out of a gumball machine at the mall. We reverse searched it and you can literally get this on Amazon for like 10, so even that's too much. Pearl bracelet. This one's cuter. So this was $22. You can literally get it on Alibaba for like 3 though, so. Oh, this is so bad. Okay, so I paid $21 for this, but right now she's selling it for $32. The prices just jump around like crazy. She's claiming it was originally $112. And honestly, if it looked like it looks in this picture and was actually like handmade, that makes sense. However, this is so bad. This is what I wanted, and this is what I got. This looks like a piece of like children's costume jewelry. You can select gold or silver, and we selected silver and it just showed up gold anyway. But before I reveal our Temu necklace, make sure to hit subscribe because I'm out here getting scammed, so you don't have to because I love you, so. And if you're watching on TV, yes, I'm talking to you, Emily, you can still subscribe. All you have to do is swipe up on your remote and click over to my little face and hit subscribe. We were able to get this $112 necklace for like 10 bucks on Temu. Okay, the packaging's a little different. Okay, I wouldn't say it's identical, but it's pretty close. Oh no. Like the gold part is exactly the same. The like wave though is a little bit more clear, I guess, on the Temu version. Yeah, so safe to say if you see any old AI people selling stuff on the internet, it's probably just drop shipped stuff like this. Okay, this next product is tripping me out because I thought for sure it was AI, but the more that I watch it, it's this cat table. It's a literal cat that's holding like a tray. The more I watch it, the more I'm like, it could be real. It's just like the way that the camera's moving makes it not feel like it. I don't know. Okay, so I did a little digging. I went to the actual page and it looks like it's like a legit little furniture business. They have cool stuff. I started watching some of the videos. A lot of them look real, but then I got to this one of this blanket on this bed and I'm like, okay, this is real, when all of the sudden this girl spawns out of the blanket in the most grotesque way. These are definitely AI, at least a lot of them are. Or maybe it's one of those things where they're like taking a real image and turning it into a video. I bet that's what it is. So it still classifies as AI. Anyway, so this takes us to yidwoo.com, and the gasp I gusped when I saw that this table was $550. Not today, not for this table. So we did a little bit of digging around the internet and turns out this table is for sale a lot of other places. So we came across it on this website, and while it's not like the most trustworthy looking website I've ever seen, it's almost $400 cheaper than that first one that we found was. So as you can see, something did show up. It looks promising. This actually reminds me of the box that our gorilla came in, so that's a good sign. Let's see though. Oh, we got another box in the box. Table. Oh my gosh, another layer? Where's my table? Imagine it's just boxes and foam the whole way through. Oh. I mean, they did a good job packaging it so it doesn't break. Okay, so I opted for a cat that's actually holding 2 little pieces of glass, so there's those. And here is, oh my gosh, it's so little, our cat. Oh my goodness. It's so tiny. Wait, it's cute though. He kind of stinks, but wait, I kind of love him. I think he's just plastic. I thought he was gonna be like ceramic, but I'm really glad I didn't pay $500 for a plastic cat. 1 tray, 2 tray. Cute.
Someone's gonna knock those off, they're gonna shatter.
I almost just did. Oh, I think that he has little sticky pads on his paws. Yeah, okay. So when we're ready to actually stick the glass on, these do stick.
Let's do that ASAP.
Well, no, because I have an idea for him. I don't know if I've told you guys this yet, but I really want to redo my main filming set eventually and make it just more like colorful and fun and like this vibe. And I feel like he'd be so cute in the background, but imagine if he was pink. I think that would be adorable. So before I take the stickies off, I think I'm gonna paint him. Maybe even bedazzle him. Can you imagine if the whole thing was bedazzled? Wait, okay, she's customized. So I decided to go with a light pink, and I think it ended up being the perfect shade for her. And then, like I said, I was originally gonna maybe bedazzle the entire thing pink, and then I realized how much time that was going to take. So I changed my mind and just did the eyes and the ears. But I think it turned out cool. Are you ready for the reveal? Ta-da! She's ready for the pool party. I think it's so cute and it's gonna fit my like sets so well. I think the eyes turned out so fun. I don't know, maybe someday if I'm like really bored, I'll still bedazzle the entire thing. But for now, she's looking good. Honestly, this is maybe gonna be my favorite purchase of the entire video. Welcome back to our pool party. Okay, here's our next pool that we found. It's literally perfect. It's the pink barn pool of my dreams. And what's even better is the price. Because as you remember, our last ones were like thousands of dollars. This one's $59.99. Seems a little too good to be true, but we'll see. Okay, so you select a letter, which I think corresponds to a color. Obviously, I want pink, so I put it in my cart, and then they were so kind and added a free gift, this little fan. And they're also not so kind and added shipping insurance, which I literally couldn't take out, so that was rude. This pool comes from a website called Aliobidiv, and on the outside, it looks like your average like home and garden website, but a little bit of researching dug up some serious dirt on this website. Scam Advisor gives it a 1 out of 100. Lots of complaints from customers saying they never got anything, even complaints from people saying that they misused their credit card information, so thank goodness for a prepaid card, but we ordered it. And I'm gonna be honest, I was fully losing hope because it has been a month. However, literally today, we got an email from them saying our product is on the way. It's not gonna make it in time for our AI pool party here, but to be continued, I guess, to see if it ever shows up. Okay, I am going to make one final attempt to get an inflatable pool for this video. But first, I actually do have some AI pool accessories that showed up. Okay, are you ready for this first one? It's a tiki blow up. I don't even know if I would consider this AI so much as just like bad Photoshop. And then our second item is this Lodi swan that we found on Amazon. It looks so bad, but I have to see what shows up. Ta-da! They're all inflated, and our swan is supposed to light up, but obviously it's too bright outside. I'll turn it on in the dark for you though, and we'll see if it actually works. Welcome to my kitchen, because our next AI generated product, we're going back to mugs. As if I didn't get traumatized enough by the mug we got last time, but. Okay, so I found this adorable pink Mercedes-Benz mug. I believe the original video is from that Lux Arts account. Once again, they're not actually trying to sell it, they just created it. But storedemo.shop is attempting to sell it. At least I thought so. I bought it, I checked out, and then I got an email from them asking for more money. Weird. And then suddenly the email disappeared, completely gone. Ghost mug, ghost company, ghost website. Website doesn't even exist anymore, so we narrowly escaped that one. But I tried again, this time with this semi-truck mug that is $34.95. I got this one from a website called glidsm.com. And I really thought we'd kind of experience the same thing and just end up ghosted, but something did show up. Feels pretty lightweight. Oh my gosh. Okay, here's what we wanted. Oh my gosh. The paint job on this thing is giving like elementary school art project. It's just like acrylic paint. We did get a semi-truck mug though. It's gotta be 3D printed, and then they just stuck this like stainless steel thing in it. Wait, if it's 3D printed, can it go in the dishwasher? Isn't 3D printed stuff just plastic?
Yeah, you probably shouldn't put it in the dishwasher.
But I want to and see what happens.
All right.
So it's clearly not the product we were purchased. So what do you do if this happens to you? For one, freeze your cards so they don't have access to your bank account. Two, you can report it to the FTC to help other people hopefully not fall for it. Also, I feel like it helps to go find the video that you got tricked by and comment on it and let people know. And finally, make sure to save everything. Your receipts, any proof that you have, the original photo you were promised, and most likely you will end up getting your money back, but it is another unfortunate experience. I have my coffee mug. Now I just need something to put into it. Let me introduce you to maybe the biggest scam I have ever experienced. It's AI coffee makers. And originally I actually really wanted this crock-shaped one because I think it's hilarious. But turns out nobody is actually attempting to sell it yet. But after not that much looking around, I found these ones. They're like skull-shaped ones. The eyes light up, fancy. So I found it on a website, checked out all the normal things, and then guess what they did? They reached out and asked for more money. And their logic behind it was they needed more money for the licensing of the images. I'm like, why was that not included in the price to begin with? So if anybody emails you after the fact asking for more money, you should probably run. Anyway, similar to our Mercedes mug, the email just disappeared, and so did the website. So any normal person would stop there. They'd probably realize that an AI coffee maker is just not going to happen, but not us, because we're investigating. So I found another one. And these ones are like motorcycle themed coffee makers. They come in all different colors and shapes. Okay, this one was $58.99, which I feel like is a pretty good price for coffee maker. And they gave us a free gift. It's this little fan. Sometimes I feel like the free gift is like a sign it's a scam, like too good to be true situation. It's not looking good, but thank goodness for fake names and prepaid cards. We paid for it, it shipped. They even sent us like a tracking number, and I've been tracking it for a really, really long time. And this right here might be one of the most extreme scam ruses I have ever experienced. Because the tracking number takes me to this website. I'm gonna show this to you. I'm gonna block out all my personal information in case this happens to you though. Like, this is next level. They literally have fake tracking. And the reason that I know that it's fake is because this thing supposedly showed up in my town a few days ago. I don't live in a big town, so it should not be out for delivery for multiple days. And then I went on to Reddit, and they really answered all my questions. Apparently scammers will use websites like this 17 Track, which is a real website, but they'll create a fake tracking history. And basically their goal is to string you along until like 30 days or whatever hits, and it's too late to get your refund. I'm still gonna try to get my refund though. So very elaborate. Beware, the scammers are getting better, and we don't have a coffee maker, just this. Let me introduce you to AI plants. So I'm counting this as a video. I feel like it's technically a video. It's like a slideshow of images, but then they have this like AI voice narrating.
I plant my lily of the valley seeds in pots and watch them grow.
Okay, so it's supposed to be a lily of the valley, which is a real flower. However, I don't think these photos are real. They're very plasticky looking. I've seen a few different ads for these. Sometimes they're literally like glowing and these like crazy otherworldly colors. But AI plant seeds was just such an interesting concept to me. So I'm gonna take you back in time a couple months ago to when I first bought these. Hi, it's Hope from 2 months ago. Because I had to know what's gonna grow if I plant them. Here's our package. It came really fast. It's just a little guy. And all that's in it is... This is it! This bag of tiny seeds. It kind of just looks like dirt. What if they just sold me dirt for $10? There's no instructions or anything, so we're just on our own, I guess. Okay, it's time for Gardening with Hope Scope. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not very good at gardening. For example, this is what my plants look like. So hopefully our lily of the valleys fare better than whatever these were supposed to be. But I need their dirt and I need their pots, so we gotta get rid of our friends here. So sorry. Thank you for your sacrifice. Oh, this dirt's a little old. Come on out. Now I think we just add some of this dirt to this, and it's gonna need a little moisture. It's looking a little dry. All the actual gardeners in my comment section right now are screaming, crying, throwing up probably, but it's gonna be fine, guys. Okay, I'm gonna look up some basic planting instructions for this flower. Okay, so it likes to be in the shade, good to know. Thrives in moist soil. Plant the pips about 1 inch below soil level. What's a pip? I don't have pips, I have seeds. Grow from long, thin, horizontal underground stems? That's a pip? I don't know what we got, but I don't think this is lily of the valley. But we're gonna plant it and see what happens. Okay, good luck in there. See you in 2 months with hopefully some beautiful AI flowers. Okay, are you guys ready to see how Pip ended up? It's been like 2 months and I present to you... He died. I don't know if he ever stood a chance, or if it was user error, so this is probably the worst expectation versus reality of the whole video. I don't even know, like, is this him? Because he did sprout at one point, and then, yeah, I don't know. However, shortly after Pip died, I got another ad for another plant that looks even more exciting, honestly. Exciting or terrifying? I don't really know. So it's a giant purple hosta, and they are not taking the word giant lightly. This thing is bigger than these people's house. Also, if you zoom in on these people, they don't look so good. It's terrifying. Okay, so I did a little bit of research, and a giant purple hosta is a real plant. However, they're more like shrub-sized in real life, not like skyscraper-sized. So I ordered it. This is what showed up. These little teeny tiny round seeds. So I'm not a botanist, but I did do a little bit of research, and apparently giant hostas typically don't come as seeds. You're supposed to get like a bulb or a root or like a piece of a whole plant. You can grow them from seeds, but I guess it takes like years for them to grow and mature. But for the sake of the investigation, I want to know what grows. So let me introduce you to Pip 2.0, the giant purple hosta. Okay, so it has been, I wanna say like 2 weeks. He started sprouting in the first week, and then based on what I was reading online, it's supposed to start turning purple this week. But he is alive and well. Honestly, I'm pretty excited about that. So I'm gonna try to keep him alive as long as I can, because I think a purple leafy plant would just be so cute. It would really match the aesthetic. So wish Pip 2.0 luck. Probably don't buy AI plant seeds online though, because who knows what you'll get. Our final attempt for a pool, for our pool party. We came across this website called Inflatable Zone, and they look and sound pretty legit. They literally specialize in inflatable things like bouncy houses, pools, commercial grade. And honestly, most of their listings look completely real, aside from like a sprinkling of AI products throughout, including this one. So we placed an order, but it got sketchy fast. As I feared, they immediately began asking for more money, and then they just stopped replying altogether. So scam or just bad customer service, you decide, I guess. I guess that means we don't have a pool for our pool party, unfortunately, but I don't know, maybe our barn one will show up eventually, we'll see. But in the meantime, I trust you guys to continue to send me the weirdest stuff on the internet, and as your internet big sister, I will continue to have your back and see what they're all about. I'm sure this is not the end of scammers using AI. It's probably only the beginning, actually. And we will see you guys in the next video. Say bye, YouTube!